welcome yet to another edition of Speak Uganda. I am your anchor tonight, Asha Kulsum, and Sarah Ojrot on the other side of the sign language. How about we first take a look at the top stories tonight? Well, allow me to start it with yesterday when Uganda joined the rest of the world to celebrate the World Refugee Day under the theme Take a Step and Protect the Environment. This all happened at Alaba Primary School football grounds in Yumbe district. Our reporter Joshua Mitala was there and now reports.
While commemorating a day designated to celebrate refugees around the world, emphasis has been put on environment protection in the different refugee settlement camps.
We submitted this to permanent facilities for boarding and accommodation. Up to now, the Ministry of Health has not recorded them. Please can we follow this so that they are recorded and they are given support by the Ministry.
Although refugees have been forced to flee their own countries and start again, they display a tremendous strength of character and fortitude that, as I said, is truly inspiring.
In his speech, the chief guest, Honorable General Moses Ali, urges that as we all reflect on the theme of this year, the environment situation in refugee hosting districts has been greatly affected as a result of the need for fuel wood by refugees, search for poles for house construction, among others. The first Deputy Premier therefore called upon the refugee communities in the country to take on considerable efforts to protect the environment in refugee hosting areas. This as a way to address the negative effects of the environmental destruction that we are now starting to experience in some of the refugee hosting districts like Yumbe.
20th June 2019, Uganda joins the rest of the world in commemorating the World Refugee Day under the theme Take a Step to Refugees and Protect the Environment.
Mr. Benjamin Byarugaba, an official from the Humanitarian Aid, an organization that is part of fostering the good well-being of refugees, comments that different measures are still undertaken to better the lives of such people.
They are being supported by Water Mission. They are trying to distribute safe water in all of these refugee camps. They are installing water in all these refugee camps. But the challenge again, we need them to go back when they are safe. That's why we are encouraging them to test for HIV. Wars are still going on, and many people are being displaced during these wars. And I think instead of reducing the funding for the refugees, they would increase more money because their needs are not only in looking for safe places, but they have other needs to continue living the same life in the governments, in the places where they left. For example, they need to be educated, they need to get to access health services, they need to access food, they need to access land, many other needs like all other human beings. That means all these services to be provided, money should be increased instead of being reduced. Remember, inflation also working against the funds that's being.
This year's celebrations have been held in Yumbe district at Alaba Primary School, Bidi, Zone 2. Report compiled by Joshua Mitala for Speak Uganda, Record TV.
Well, thank you so much, Joshua Mitala.